Welcome to Wild Sun Tarot. This is your monthly energy check-in for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome. Today we'll be checking your energy for August 2025. Hope so far you have really good holidays, okay? Or at least nice sunny weather, wherever you are, gents. Let's see the energy for the month of August. So let's start with your current energy. What's the current energy for the month of August? Page of Cups. Okay, so some of you gems are growing emotionally. Okay, it may be that you're starting a new passionate project. Okay, maybe you are waking your creative side. Maybe there's something coming up for you that is relating to some of the art or something that is very emotionally connected to you. Okay, you're growing within that realm of emotions, creativity. It's a very fresh start, so you're just becoming whatever it is that's gonna be. Okay, it's just like it may feel a little bit insecure, it may feel a little bit unstable, or a little bit, you may feel a little bit shy starting this new area of your life, but it's for sure something very exciting and something that will make you very happy in the end, give you a lot of fulfillment. Okay, it may also be a fresh new start to a relationship. Page of Cups usually symbolize us awakening to new emotions. So it may be that you're just starting, to talk to someone new, or you have developing feelings towards someone. And again, it's very beginner stages of that, okay? It's also your growth, emotional growth. So maybe you're just exploring yourself emotionally, right? Maybe you started therapy, or you just started maybe reading like self-guide books and exploring different parts of your internal world, okay? So I like it for you. Very interesting. Let's see what's the challenge this month with Page of Cups being here. What's the challenge for this Page of Cups? Okay, Two of Pentacles, not bad. So Two of Pentacles is basically telling that it may, there are some things that may put you a little bit out of balance, okay? So, when things are new, especially when it's connected to our internal world, right? How we feel and experience through our feelings, it is sometimes a little bit like cutting us off guard, right? So there needs to be like, it may be hard for you, challenging to balance how you feel with what you know so far about yourself, right? Especially because it's a page, as a new energy. It's something you need to learn yourself what it is, right? So the challenge here will be to balance your current energy with the one of Page of Cups that it's coming in the August, right? So maybe how this new creative project works within your life, or maybe how this new relationship works within your life, or maybe how you, as this new person who's stepping into this emotional maturity path, is managing the life that the before version had. Okay, basically you'll need to kind of do like a search of which behaviors work for you and which are maybe better left alone, right? So kind of rearranging your life a little bit. You may be just growing, Page of Cups for me, it's also just like growing, becoming more mature, and as we do that, some things just doesn't fit the new version of us, and that's okay. If this is regarding something you create with others or with one person in particular, again, there's always needs to be a time to balance each other out, right? Understand the different energies that are coming to exist with you. Okay, so, and why it's a challenge? Because, it's a change, and it's also something that needs to, like, it's a rearrange, right? So, like, we like to think that we know how to do things. We like to have some type of structure or behavior that we know, like, how to react, right? But this energy, it asks you to be a little bit more flexible this month, to let yourself fully experience this change, to let yourself get to know a little bit more on this deeper level, on a different level. Let yourself make mistakes this month, okay? Don't try to control everything. What's in your subconscious mind? Because this is something new, the Page of Cups, I feel like you may also like try to sacrifice it for things you already have in your life. You know, if this is like a new project you're trying to create, I feel like you may want to sacrifice it because like maybe it's like too hard to balance it out with your, I don't know, current job or other relationships and stuff like that. But don't make this harder, let's say, time, right? The rearranged time to sacrifice this new opportunity showing up for you, okay? This opportunity for growth. There's space for everything in your life. You just need to have a smart way to do it, okay? 3 of Pentacles in your subconscious, okay? So I feel like you... I really want to say you need to learn how to work with others, okay? So for some of you, Gemini, you need to learn how to work with others, okay? But I also get a different message that you really are in the need of like a support system, okay? So maybe a challenge here when it comes to balancing it out is because you kind of don't know where you can reach for help. Maybe you're realizing that maybe, I don't know, the current environment is not that helpful, or maybe it just can't help you on this new journey you're embarking, right? So if this is something, let's say, creative work that you're trying to do, right, you may need to look for different people, like from different maybe environments, to help you create that. Or maybe you need to look for more mature people to help you on this emotional intelligence road, right? Like subconsciously, I feel like you don't see with whom you can work this new journey on, okay? So it feels like you're searching for more supportive system, okay? Or any supportive system, because it feels like it's not here, okay? So interesting. Let's see in the past why it thinks so. You may just lack resources, okay? You may like feel like you just lack resources for doing this new thing. Interesting, King of Pentacles, the same energy for Taurus in the past, King of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like maybe for some of you, you want to start something creative, you know, and you don't have resources for it, like money. Or you don't feel like you've established yourself enough in the past to be able to safely or like with comfort be on this journey, okay? For some of you. For others, I feel like you're trying to balance out your emotional life because maybe you've been disconnected for some time in the past, okay? Maybe you focused a lot on securing yourself financially or on creating something that you thought would give you abundance and happiness, but it kind of, you know, maybe didn't work out, or maybe like you've already got it and it didn't give you that happiness. So now you're trying to discover a different path, right? Trying to connect maybe more within your emotions, right? And it's hard to balance it out, especially if maybe that's something very new for you. Maybe you didn't thought before that this creative side or this emotional side is equally important as the material, right? External, financial, maybe. And then now you're trying to balance that energy. Page of Cups. It may also be like a new relationship that you just don't feel like you're ready for. Maybe, you know, some of people have this idea that you know, you need to have A, B, C, D to then start to create a relationship or family, or just be involved with someone romantically. And you may feel like this person may judge you for that, or just you don't feel like safe enough to do so. For some of you, yeah. I feel like something is missing. Like, I feel like I'm missing something with this Page of Cups and 3 of Pentacles in your subconscious. It's like there's some lack of resources, but I can't really grasp what it is about. Lack of people, maybe you don't feel comfortable in your current position. Yeah, it can be as simple as money, but let's dive deep. Let's seek advice. Maybe that will clarify it. Oi, that's a lot. That's a bit a lot, but okay, I'll take it because you see, this is what tarot does. You say, I'm not sure, tarot, and then they give you like 3 cards for one message because they're like, you don't get it? I'll show you. Okay, we have 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so for sure there's a bit of a doubt in yourself, right? Lack of confidence. So it would be good to realize your power. What I mean by that is to remind yourself truly of who you know you are, or like what you know you've created so far. 8 of Swords with Queen of Wands, for me it's like kind of like not really seeing your true potential, right? Seeing like the forced perception of yourself. You see this angel here in the cage. The cage is open, right? He can always fly away. He doesn't do that. He doesn't do it. For some reason he wants to stay trapped, and I don't feel like you want to stay trapped, but for some reason you like this confidence in this particular new area you're encountering, right? Maybe because you feel like you don't have an experience, and it's a valid claim, okay? But experience is something that can always be gained, right? As you grow on this journey. You don't have to be ready for this, whatever it is that is starting. You don't have to be ready for it. You just have to believe that you can do it, okay? There's a huge difference between being ready and having everything prepared and being like, in my life before, I made things happen, so I can do it again here, okay? Even if I don't have enough money or resources yet, it will come. It will balance itself out. That's the challenge for this month, to balance it out. Start with the way you think. Start with the idea you have of yourself. Preconceived ideas, okay? Explore them. Realize that, this is just ideas or like thoughts that maybe someone else put in you, and start to believe in yourself. That's the challenge for you, okay? The challenge is to balance it out, but the challenge is to realize how much you can do, because you've done it before with different areas of your life, okay? And if you haven't, this is the time you learn that's how life works. The more you show up for yourself, the more you can do for yourself, the more you will believe that it can happen for you, okay? Okay, I get it now. Yeah, this is someone growing up. Some of you Geminis are growing up. Maybe it's growing up in general. Maybe it's your first steps into adulthood, or maybe it's just your first steps into different journeys, Something new, brand new. And you feel very emotional about it, very emotionally connected. Okay, in the nearest future, that can always change, right? But for this reason, we see, for this time, we see that there's a lot of, again, this unsure energy. A lot you don't see yet, okay? Yeah, so basically what I just said, like, it's just a clarification of what I just said. Because you can't really see clearly yet what will happen, what are the choices, maybe in the future even, like as you go embark on this journey, there will always be maybe things that you're not sure what to choose from, right? The point of growing up is kind of the fact that we have to make our choices in any different areas of our life, right? And decide, even though sometimes we don't have a clear picture. No one can make a decision for you, you have to balance, you have to figure this one out. This one out is for you to figure out, okay? And I feel like because of subconsciously you have this 3 of Pentacles, maybe in the past you had a lot people to rely on, okay? Maybe one particular figure, or maybe on the other way, you didn't have much people who showed you how to rely on yourself, right? So you're just embarking on this new journey of like trust within yourself, trust that you can do whatever it is that you need to do in life. It's very interesting. I really feel like this is like a journey of growing up. Surprisingly, we don't have any major arcana here. So interesting. So it doesn't have to be like about like a huge part of your life, but well, let's go to the end and then we'll decide. But there's something you're growing on, and you need to gain that confidence that you can do it, that you can make this balance happen by yourself, honestly. You know? Okay, let's see how you show up. I want to see how you show up towards this. 2 cards. 2 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. So, very independent, very against connection. Is this a connection? Is this someone else? Okay. I have 2 messages, like 2 different parts of you, guys. So some of you Geminis, you're showing up very good, like very focused on your independence, very much ready, prepared for this new journey, excited even, but emotionally a bit disconnected, okay, from yourself. So what I mean by that is that maybe you feel like you want that independence, you want to be prepared, you this is something you value, this is the time that you want to take care of yourself, but maybe you're not facing your fears. Like there's some disconnect with yourself. Like on some level you're like, yes, I want to get into this and I want to be confident and everything, like very positive, very go get it, but you're not accepting the parts of you that may have some fears or doubts. And if you don't accept them, if you don't notice them, there's no way you can do about them, right? And you need to do something about them. For others of you though, I get another message relating more like a connection. It may be that you're really, one of those people, Geminis, that you really value your independence and you really want to be, by yourself, but it gets a little bit unhealthy here because it feels like there may be a connection for you that it's blooming, that wants to start, but you're very much closed off to it, in the sense of like you don't want anyone to share your life, to disturb your peace. I don't like these words that coming out of my mouth, but that's how like the energy is coming out. I think that, it's important to notice that if there's a connection near you that is actually a soulful connection that has the potential to grow, if you don't want it, inform the other person. But if you want, there's a chance to balance this out, right? But in order to do so, you will need to accept that, you need to be a team player. So you need to accept the other person as well, right? It can be always your way. You're not the only one then in this connection. For some of you, it may be some type of connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is. Basically, you need to really grow in your emotional realm, and accept that, when you're starting to create something with other person, they have their own feelings and their feelings matter, and you need to take that into consideration, okay? That's that part of growing up emotionally. Interesting for some of you. For majority, I think like it's kind of like your own journey. It's also that if you're starting to like create beautiful energy. If you're starting to like create a new project or something, make sure that you don't rely too much on perfection and like money, because this project is about you exploring your creativity and you're connecting with yourself, okay? And I feel like right now maybe you focus a little bit more on the financial business mindset than really what it is about. And it's about you feeling more mature and fulfilled within yourself emotionally and creatively, okay? For some of you. Now, the energy around you as Knight of Pentacles, the energy is good. The energy is moving, but slowly, but steady, okay? So if something is not happening right away like that, and you feel like, oh, it's out of balance, don't panic. It's happening. It's just happening slowly, which is not bad. It means that it's happening... I don't want to say perfectly. It's grounding. It's an energy that is not hasty, okay? So it's happening, but it's just happening slow, which sometimes for you may feel like, oh, nothing is happening. But no, it's just more mature. It's more serious. It's steady. What are you fearing for, Gemini? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is just ultimate fears. You may fear the others, okay, like the opinions of other. Nine of Swords is maybe some of you are not sleeping very well recently. It's always with this cards like that. But what you can fear is that you fail basically, right? It's very general, but that's usually what this card is. It's like you know, you may repeating past patterns. Maybe something didn't work out in the past, like maybe some abundance business stuff like that didn't work out in the past, and now you feel like the past may repeat itself, especially if it's not growing. But I feel like this time it's about something else. It's about you're experiencing, you have a new experience, creative experience here. It's not about the King of Pentacles and the abundance that it brings. It's about you and you connecting to yourself and creating something that is magical almost for you. You're growing as a person. So you're not repeating any cycle. If I may calm your fears, you're not repeating any cycle, and no one is looking at you as hard as you are on yourself, okay? You shouldn't limit yourself with this Eight of Swords here and Nine of Swords. It's your time to shine. Connect with yourself. Trust yourself. That's also about trusting yourself, that you can grow on this journey, because you've done it before on different others, right? And even if some things didn't work out in the past, you still took the lessons. You still learned stuff, experienced it, and that's the most important. Five of Wands in the reverse as the energy of the whole here. Interesting. So this is the outcome for this reading, Five of Wands. For me, it just feels like you need to accept the reality of things and of different energies that are around you. And look at that. We have no major arcana. It didn't happen in any other reading, Gemini. You know, it's funny because you're a very changeable sign. So you're always on the move. So maybe it's just like you're just moving, you know, we're moving, and no energies are staying for long here. Very interesting. We have majority of Pentacles. I think it may be related to something financial for you, but we have some passion cards here and there as well. So going back to Five of Wands, I feel like there's needs to accept that this is a new experience, and you will need to learn as it goes from different people, from different experience with within this new path. Okay, you're not prepared for it, and that's okay. It's not bad that you're not prepared. It's normal. This will teach you how little you know yet about certain things, and maybe it will even change your points of view. I feel like, you know. Try not to fight anyone this month, please, Gemini, okay? With these two cards, I feel like you're really not about the collaboration, but maybe you should, it's like, take in some advices, okay? If they're drastically different than your views, of course, you don't need to agree with them, but like, just try to listen. Try to listen to people, okay? Because I feel like subconsciously you really don't want to, but just try a little bit. Maybe they will give you some good perspective. And of course, not to everyone, but to some of them. You may really surprise yourself this month with the amounts of information you may learn. And you like to learn. What do we have here? Activated Earth. Power, places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Someone had this month. I don't remember who. Trust where you're led. Maybe Cancer, maybe. Okay, power, places. So basically, again, you're on a new journey. You need to trust a little bit more others and yourself within this whole process, as I said a few times already. Oh, this card also repeated. So pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. Yeah, basically, energy is telling you about the new ideas that are coming in and this new emotional creative experience that you're stepping into. Okay, this energy around you wants you to grow, so please don't block it too much. Okay, some ways I can see that you may block it within the depth of yourself. You don't like the timing, You don't really want to listen to others, like, please, these energies need to come down, okay? You need to be confident within yourself, but accept the different points of view on this is the journey to learn. So we welcome different views, okay? Keep doing what you're doing and explore this creative part of you and believe that you can do it. It's a new path, okay? There's a need for bigger trust, I feel like, here. You lack trust within yourself with this Two of Cups in the reverse. Let's see one more message. One more message for Gemini. Okay, number 10. Oh, yeah. Number 10 says, by dint of feeding others, she forgot herself. She went mad about it. Or maybe she has gained some fancy. Make yourself a good dish or a simple cake. Do it for yourself. I feel like also you're done with the past version of trying to be the version of yourself who others want you to be, right? Again, with this cage metaphor, maybe some people set up some limits for you, and now you really need to show up for yourself and show yourself how much you love yourself, Gemini, okay? And how much you can do for yourself, for your own good, for your own happiness. And it can be slow process. Don't rush it, okay? Get to know yourself a little bit more. Listen to different points of view, right? And decide what works for you, okay? So it's time to be your own leader. Do it for yourself, okay? Trust where you're being led. I really want you to awake your creative, emotional side for yourself this month, okay? Feel for yourself a little bit more. Be good to yourself and gentle on this journey. Believe that you can follow up with this. Beautiful. Beautiful, Gemini. I'm very excited for you. Still surprised we have no major arcana here. This energy is very quick and moving. It's very quick. It's like a little chapter here. Yeah, I hope you know what it is about a bit more clearly. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this reading, you can leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to my channel. I do daily tarot messages here on YouTube and on TikTok if you want to follow me there. And I also do a private reading. If you resonated with this one and you want to explore a little bit more, you can book it down below in the description. You have all the informations. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all the best for the month of August, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.